Welcome to my channel Coin TOS HD. Today, we're exploring three fascinating coins that collectors around the world are searching for. The 1983 Elizabeth II REG, FD 20 pence, the 1989 Elizabeth II REG, FD 20 pence, and the 1977 Canada 5 cents featuring Queen Elizabeth II REG. FD. Could these coins be hiding valuable eras, rare varieties, or surprising collector value? In this video, you'll discover the complete history, design details, mint information, mintage numbers, current market prices, rare mint eras, grading tips, investment potential, and exciting facts about each coin. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced coin collector, this guide will help you understand what makes these coins special and what to look for before buying or selling them. Stay with us until the end, because one small detail on your coin could make a big difference. Let's get started. Top 3 first. Up, the 1983 Elizabeth II 20 pence coin is one of the most recognizable modern British coins and an interesting piece for both new and experienced collectors. The inscription, ELIZABETH IIDG REG, FD, stands for Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. Although millions of these coins were produced for everyday use, collectors still search for high-grade examples, brilliant uncirculated pieces, and especially rare era varieties. Most 1983 20 pence coins are worth only a small amount in circulated condition, but coins preserved in exceptional condition or those with genuine mint eras can be worth much more. This makes the 1983 20 pence an exciting coin to study and a popular subject among British coin enthusiasts. The British 20 pence coin was first introduced into circulation in 1982 by the Royal Mint. It was created to make cash transactions easier and reduce the need for multiple smaller coins. The 1983 issue was only the second year of production, making it an important early date in the history of the denomination. During 1983, Queen Elizabeth II was in the early years of her third coin portrait, and Britain continued to modernize its currency while preparing for changing economic conditions. Although the 1983 20 pence is not considered a rare circulation coin by itself, it represents an important period in modern British coinage. Because it comes from the early years of the denomination, many collectors enjoy assembling complete date sets, beginning with the first issues from 1982 and 1983. The obverse of the 1983 20 pence features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. Around the portrait appears the inscription ELIZABETH IIDG REG, FD, identifying the Queen by her traditional royal title. The reverse was designed by William Gardner and displays a crowned Tudor rose, a famous symbol of England, with the denomination 20 pence. The 1983 20 pence was produced by the Royal Mint in the United Kingdom. These coins do not carry a mint mark, which is normal for British circulation coins of this period. Unlike many countries where different mint marks identify the production facility, British coins were generally struck at the Royal Mint without a visible mint mark. The Royal Mint produced approximately 125 million 20 pence coins dated 1983 for circulation. This is a relatively high mintage, meaning the coin is common in worn condition. Because so many examples were released into circulation, most pieces remain inexpensive. However, brilliant uncirculated coins kept in original mint sets or preserved without wear are much harder to find and attract greater interest from collectors. The value of a 1983 20 pence depends greatly on its condition and whether it has any authentic mint eras. A heavily worn example in poor condition is generally worth about 20 pence to 50 pence, mainly as a collectible rather than for rarity. Average circulated coins usually sell for around 20 pence to £1. Coins in fine condition often bring £1 to £3, while extremely fine examples may sell for £3 to £8. A bright uncirculated coin can be worth approximately £8 to £20, depending on eye appeal and demand. Professionally graded mint state examples with exceptional surfaces may sell for £25 to £75 or more, especially if they achieve very high certification grades such as MS66 or higher. Although the regular 1983 20 pence is common, collectors actively search for genuine mint errors. These include off-center strikes, broad strikes, clipped planchets, rotated dies, die cracks, and occasional wrong planchet errors. Minor die cracks are collectible, but usually add only modest value. Even today, the 1983 20 pence can still be found in old coin jars, inherited collections, estate sales, forgotten money boxes, and occasionally in circulation. While finding a normal circulated coin is common, discovering a brilliant uncirculated example or a genuine mint error is much less likely. Many collectors continue searching through coin rolls and old family collections because valuable varieties can remain unnoticed for years. Careful examination is always worthwhile before spending or selling an old coin. Before selling a 1983 20 pence, carefully inspect both sides under good lighting for unusual features, sharp details, and signs of mint errors. Never clean the coin, as cleaning almost always reduces its collector value by damaging the original surfaces. The 1983 20 pence is not considered a rare investment coin in ordinary circulated condition because of its high mintage. However, collector demand remains steady for high-grade examples, complete date collections, and certified mint state coins. Genuine mint error examples also continue to attract strong interest because they are much scarcer than standard pieces. The 20 pence coin was the first British circulating coin to use the distinctive seven-sided equilateral curve shape, making it easy to identify by touch. The 1983 issue represents only the second year of the denomination's history, giving it special significance to collectors building complete sets. Next up, the 1989 Elizabeth II REG FD 20 pence coin is one of the most recognizable modern British coins issued by the United Kingdom. The words ELIZABETH IIDG REG FD stand for the Latin phrase, Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This coin was introduced for everyday use and quickly became an important part of British currency. Although millions were produced, collectors continue to search for 1989 20 pence coins because some high-grade examples and rare mint errors can be worth much more than their face value. The British 20 pence coin was first introduced in 1982 to make cash transactions easier by filling the gap between the 10 pence and 50 pence coins. By 1989, the coin had become widely accepted throughout the United Kingdom and was used every day for shopping, transportation, and other small purchases. During 1989, Queen Elizabeth II was celebrating more than 3 decades on the throne, and the Royal Mint continued producing high-quality circulating coins that reflected Britain's long tradition of coinage. The Royal Mint, one of the world's oldest operating mints, struck millions of 20 pence coins during this period. The 1989 issue represents an important era in modern British numismatics because it belongs to the early years of the denomination. Today, collectors enjoy assembling complete date sets of 20 pence coins, and the 1989 issue remains an essential part of those collections. The obverse of the 1989 20 pence features the third portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael David Makhlouf. The Queen is shown wearing the George IV state diadem, surrounded by the inscription ELIZABETH IIDG REG FD and the date 1989. The portrait is admired for its elegant and detailed appearance and remained in use from 1985 until 1997. Most 1989 British 20 pence coins do not carry a visible mint mark. They were produced by the Royal Mint in the United Kingdom, primarily at its Llantrisant facility in Wales. Unlike many countries where mint marks identify different production locations, British circulating coins of this period usually have no mint mark. Therefore, the absence of a mint mark is completely normal and does not make the coin rare. Instead, rarity depends on the coin's condition, mintage, and whether it has an unusual mint error. The Royal Mint produced approximately 66.1 million 20 pence coins dated 1989 for circulation. This makes the coin a common modern issue rather than a scarce or key date. Because so many examples entered circulation, worn coins are still easy to find today. However, perfectly preserved uncirculated coins, especially those kept in original mint sets or graded at the highest mint state levels, are much more desirable and can sell for significantly higher prices. A heavily worn 1989 20-pence coin in poor condition is generally worth its face value of 20 pence. Ordinary circulated examples usually sell for around 20 pence to £1, depending on their appearance. Fine condition coins often bring £1 to £3, while extremely fine examples may sell for £3 to £8. Bright uncirculated coins can be worth approximately £8 to £20, especially if they have strong original mint luster. The 1989 20-pence coin can still be discovered in circulation in the United Kingdom, although many examples have already been removed by collectors. It is also commonly found in old coin jars, family collections, estate sales, charity shops, and forgotten boxes of mixed-world coins. While most examples are worth only face value, finding a brilliant uncirculated coin or a genuine mint error can be an exciting and rewarding discovery. Every old collection is worth checking carefully because valuable varieties are sometimes overlooked. Before selling a 1989 20-pence coin, examine both sides carefully under good lighting and look for unusual errors, strong detail, and original mint luster. Never clean the coin, as cleaning usually reduces its collector value by creating scratches and removing the original surface. If you believe your coin is an exceptional example or has a genuine mint error, consider having it authenticated and graded by a professional grading company. Store valuable coins in acid-free holders, capsules, or albums, and keep them in a cool, dry environment to protect them from damage. The 1989 20-pence coin is not considered a rare circulation issue because of its large mintage. However, collector demand for high-grade modern British coins continues to grow. Certified mint state examples and authentic error coins have the best long-term investment potential. While ordinary circulated coins are unlikely to increase dramatically in value, exceptional examples may become more desirable as fewer pristine coins remain available in the future. The British 20-pence coin is famous for its unique seven-sided shape, which makes it instantly recognizable without affecting how it rolls or works in vending machines. The 1989 issue belongs to the early years of the denomination, making it popular with collectors building complete 20-pence collections. Many people also confuse this coin with the famous 2008, no-date, 20-pence error, one of Britain's best-known modern mint mistakes. Although the 1989 coin is not that famous error, checking every 20-pence coin carefully is always worthwhile because unusual varieties do occasionally appear. Next up today, we are exploring one of Canada's most recognizable coins, the 1977 Canadian 5 cents, featuring Queen Elizabeth II, with the inscription ELIZABETHIIDG Regina FD, although this coin was made for everyday circulation. It has become a favorite among collectors because of its beautiful beaver design, its connection to Canadian history, and the possibility of finding valuable examples with high grades or rare mint errors. While most 1977 Canadian nickels are worth only a small amount above face value, certain exceptional coins have sold for much higher prices. That is why thousands of collectors still search through old collections, coin jars, and bank rolls hoping to discover a hidden gem. The Canadian 5-cent coin has a long history that began in 1922 when Canada replaced its small silver 5-cent coin with a larger nickel coin. Since then, the Canadian nickel has become one of the country's most familiar circulating coins. The 1977 issue was produced during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, who had appeared on Canadian coins since 1953. By 1977, Canada had a stable economy and was preparing for major national events in the late 1970s. Millions of these coins were struck to meet everyday demand in shops, banks, and businesses across the country. The Royal Canadian Mint, located in Ottawa, continued its reputation for producing high-quality circulation coins. Because the 1977 nickel was widely used, many examples became worn through years of circulation. Today, finding one in ordinary condition is easy, but locating a sharply struck mint state example with full detail is much more challenging. This combination of history, everyday use, and collector interest keeps the 1977 Canadian 5-cent coin popular among numismatists. The obverse of the coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. Around the portrait appears the Latin inscription Elizabeth IIDG Regina FD, which means Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This elegant portrait became one of the most recognizable images on Canadian coins during the 1960s and 1970s. The reverse displays Canada's famous beaver, designed by George Edward Kruger Gray. The beaver sits on a rock with the word Canada above it and 5 cents below. The beaver is one of Canada's national symbols, representing hard work, determination, and the country's rich wildlife heritage. The coin is composed of 99.9% nickel, weighs approximately 4.54 grams, has a diameter of 21.2 millimeters, and features a plain edge. The bright nickel composition gives uncirculated examples an attractive silver-colored appearance. The 1977 Canadian 5-cent coin was produced by the Royal Canadian Mint in Ottawa. Coins from this period normally do not carry a mint mark, and this is completely normal. The absence of a mint mark does not indicate an error or a rare variety. Canada generally did not place mint marks on circulating coins until many years later. Therefore, collectors focus more on the coin's condition, strike quality, and any genuine mint errors rather than the presence or absence of a mint mark. The Royal Canadian Mint produced approximately 114 million Canadian 5-cent coins dated 1977. This large mintage means the coin is considered common in circulated grades. However, despite the high production, well-preserved mint state examples with excellent luster are much harder to find because most entered circulation immediately. As a result, certified high-grade examples command much stronger prices than ordinary circulated coins. A heavily worn 1977 Canadian 5-cent coin in poor condition is generally worth about 5 to 25 cents to collectors. A normal circulated example usually sells for 25 cents to around $1 Canadian, depending on its appearance. Fine condition examples often bring $1 to $3, while extremely fine coins may sell for $3 to $8. A bright uncirculated example typically ranges from $5 to $20, depending on its quality and eye appeal. Professionally graded mint state coins can become much more valuable. Coins graded around MS65 may sell for $20 to $60, while exceptional pieces graded MS66 or higher can sell for $100 or more if demand is strong. The finest certified examples with outstanding surfaces and strong strikes have achieved several $100s at specialized coin auctions. Values always depend on grade, certification, eye appeal, and current collector demand. Although the standard 1977 Canadian nickel is common, collectors actively search for genuine mint errors. Known errors include off-center strikes, where the design is not properly centered, broad strikes, where the coin was struck without the collar, clipped planchets, where part of the metal blank is missing, die cracks, which create raised lines across the coin, rotated dies, where the reverse is rotated from its normal position, and occasional double-struck coins. Very rare examples struck on the wrong planchet are especially desirable. Authentic mint errors are far more valuable than ordinary coins and should always be examined by a professional grading service before being sold. One exciting fact about the 1977 Canadian 5-cent coin is that it can still be discovered today. Many people continue finding these coins in old piggy banks, inherited collections, estate sales, forgotten drawers, and even unopened bank rolls. Because millions were produced, they still appear from time to time in collections that have not been searched for decades. While most are common, finding a beautiful uncirculated example or a genuine mint error can be a rewarding discovery for any collector. Before selling a 1977 Canadian 5-cent coin, carefully examine both sides under good lighting. Look for original mint luster, sharp details, and any unusual features that could indicate a mint error. Never clean the coin because cleaning permanently damages its surface and greatly reduces collector value. If you believe your coin is an exceptional high-grade example or has a genuine mint error, consider having it professionally graded by a respected grading company. Store valuable coins in protective holders or archival quality flips in a cool, dry environment to preserve their condition. The beaver on Canada's 5-cent coin has appeared on the denomination for more than a century and is one of the world's longest-running coin designs. The inscription DG Regina FD is written in Latin, preserving a centuries-old royal tradition. The Royal Canadian Mint is internationally respected for producing some of the finest coins in the world, including Olympic medals and beautifully crafted collector coins. Even though millions of 1977 nickels were made, every surviving coin tells a story of Canada's economy, daily commerce, and national identity during the late 1970s. That brings us to the end of our detailed look at the 1977 Canada 5 cents featuring Queen Elizabeth II. If you have one of these coins, take a close look because condition and genuine mint errors can make a significant difference in value. You never know what hidden treasure could be waiting in your pocket change, coin jar, or family collection. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to Coin TAS UAS HD for more exciting coin history, rare coin values, mint error discoveries, and collector guides. Leave a comment below and tell us if you own a 1977 Canadian nickel or if you've ever found a valuable coin. Until next time, keep checking your coins because the next great discovery could already be in your collection.